This is April and you're watching the Android Authority channel on YouTube. Sony is known for its Android smartphones with great builds and designs. It is particularly well known for the multimedia playback quality of its Xperia phones. Freshly unleashed into the Xperia line is a new entry-level phone, the Sony Xperia J. Does it live up to the Sony Xperia name? Let's do a quick review and find out. The Sony Xperia J is a relatively slim and light phone. Weighed on its own merit, it's an interesting and portable phone. As I'll be showing you in a little bit, this phone feels really good in the hand. But let's check out its face first. Here's the phone's 4-inch TFT LCD touchscreen surrounded by black bezels. It's covered in Corning Gorilla Glass, so it has protection against scratches. As is the case with 4-inch phones, the entire touchscreen area is relatively within easy reach of a single thumb. The top and bottom bezels are thicker than the side bezels. At the top is the 0.3 megapixel front camera. The LED notification light is here to its left. You'll see it light up when you receive notifications. And this one's the phone's speaker grille. Down here are the capacitive buttons accented in white. This is for back, home, and menu. Here, near the corner of the screen, is a small hole for the microphone. This hole can potentially collect dust and dirt over time. Take a look at this edge here. It bevels towards the phone's frame. Same thing for the bottom part. I like this bevel design actually. It gives the phone a unique look. At the top side, only the headphone jack is here. To me, this is a strong signal that the phone's intended market is people who would frequently plug in their headphones to listen to music. At the left side is the standard micro USB port. At the right side are the small power button and the volume rocker. These buttons are very accessible to the fingers. The volume rocker is slightly elevated from the side, so it is easy to find. The power button, however, is a bit too buried. It's flush to the side. I sometimes need to press twice or thrice to get it to work. At the bottom side of the phone, there's nothing here, save for the small hole, which is for hanging accessories. Running around the side is the silver-plated plastic frame that adds a classy accent to the phone. The bottom of the frame hides something fascinating. When you wake your phone, this part here lights up. Nice, eh? It's called Smart Illumination. The colors change depending on your theme. Let's check out the back. One very noticeable thing about the back is that it's curved. The top and bottom parts are thicker. When I cradle it in my hand, the phone feels as if it is leaning against my hand. I find this curve very convenient because it helps me get a good grip. Here's the 5 megapixel back camera, and this one's the loudspeaker grille. The back cover itself is plastic, but it looks very nice. It has a pearly off-white shade to it. This is a removable snap-on cover, and you have to be very careful when you're prying it open. Let's see what's underneath the back plate. Here's the battery. Lithium-ion pack rated at 1750 mAh for up to about 8.5 hours of non-stop video playback. The slot is for a regular size SIM, and this one's for microSD card expansion. Now it's time to see the phone in action. First, we wake the phone from sleep. Here's the lock screen. You don't drag or slide rings here. Instead, you have a simple slider. Sliding this icon to the right will unlock the phone. Sliding this icon to the left will unlock the phone and immediately open the camera app. Here's the very beautiful home screen. This is Android 4.0.4 Ice Cream Sandwich right here, skinned with Sony's Timescape user interface, which is a cool looking UI. The display uses TFT LCD touchscreen technology with display resolution of 854 by 480 pixels. For the 4-inch diagonal, the effective display density is 245 ppi, which is rather sharp and crisp. Navigation is generally smooth on this phone, but not butter smooth, I must say. There are jitter and stuttering in several places. Understandable though. The phone only has a 1 GHz single-core Snapdragon MSM 7227A chipset with 512 MB of RAM. Internal storage is 4 GB, and about half of that is used by the operating system, so you can use only 2 GB internal storage. Good thing though is that the phone allows microSD card expansion. The back camera snaps photos relatively fast, but the output is not spectacular whether indoor or outdoor shots. I frequently had trouble focusing on the subject. There's slight delay after pressing the shutter. As for videos, don't expect high definition. The highest you can record is 480p. If you're buying this phone for its camera, I suggest that you don't. Video playback is okay. The stock video player can play most video formats except QuickTime. Though don't expect video playback to be always smooth and fluid. More importantly, don't expect your 720p HD videos to play smoothly, if they play at all. But for audio, this is a wonderful phone. You get Sony's Walkman Player app plus extra sound boosts through xCloud technology. You can manually adjust sound levels through a 5-band equalizer too. If great music is what you're after in a budget phone, this phone does the job well. Despite several shortcomings, the Sony Xperia J is a great phone. It has a sharp and crisp screen, good battery life, and Sony quality sound. I find that it is better for music playback rather than video playback in addition to standard phone use and occasional web browsing. What do you think of the Sony Xperia J? Does it have enough appeal to make you want to experience it yourself? Let's talk more about it in the comments. For a full review of the phone, visit our website. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. This is April from Android Authority. Thanks again for watching. May the light side of the Android Force be with you.